Yo, so what we got on the agenda today? I would say it's a bit of a controversial topic. Obviously, I've been online, seen a few videos. I thought, you know what? Why not make a video on this situation? This topic, it kind of resonates with me, being that I come from Jamaican heritage, but there's also white heritage in there as well. So, being someone with mixed heritage, it's like I have certain opinions about these kind of situations, and even having family members with mixed heritage, it's like I have certain opinions basically. So yeah, we're just gonna get into the videos and see some other perspectives and points of views and see how other people see the situation as well. People that going through it themselves, people that maybe think a certain way about it or different opinions. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video.
The reason why there's such a difference between biracial children that have black moms versus the ones that don't is because when black men have children with non-black women, they don't raise their kids to be black. They raise them to be mixed.
Let me just stop it there first. Off the top, like, that's a bit, I wouldn't say that, because that's just, what I would say to that is their kid is black. Their kid is also whatever they're mixed with. So saying that to raise them black, like, what does that even mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's who they are. So, you know what? Let's carry on.
Or to be proud of whatever heritage that the mom is. Versus when other races of men go out and have children with black women, they raise their children to be black and to love being black. And I am speaking from experience because I have a black mother and I have a non-black father, but I am dark skinned, so I think I was gonna have to be, black and proud either way. But I do have light skinned sisters, and my sisters were always raised to be proud of being black. They were always raised to be proud of their hair, and they were just taught that black women were the best thing walking this earth. But we know that most likely, if that black man goes outside of his race to have them children anyway, he does not like black women. He does not like black people. Most likely, he does not like being black.
Okay then, okay, wait. So, if a black woman has a mixed child, she raises him to be black, and that's because she loves herself as a black woman and she loves black people and stuff like that. But if a man, this is her opinion, if a man goes with a woman, he doesn't raise them to be black because he's a self-hating black person. Like, really? Like, come on. I get what you're trying to say, but not really. Like, by that definition, isn't both parties the same? Because if you're saying that just because you step out of your race, like when you're having children, that makes you, just because you step out of your race when you're having children, that makes you a self-hating black person. Wouldn't it be the same from the woman's point of view? But maybe it's not in her, maybe it's not in her opinion because she thinks that black women would raise them to love being black, so that means they're not self-hating. Whereas when a man does it, he doesn't raise them to be black, so it's self-hating, like, or proud to be black then, because that's what she said. I can see how she come to that opinion, but I would say I have to disagree with that, because that's just assuming that black men that don't have children with black women are self-hating and they don't like themselves, when it could just be that's who they met when they was looking for someone to have children with. Like, why can't it just be that? Why does it have to be some self-hating? Or it's just, this is just putting black men and black women against each other. So
I'm not going to say all because I know somebody can't wait to jump in the comments and say, not me, my black dad loved being black even though he had babies with my white mama. But majority of the time, them even stepping outside of their race to have children is a racial insecurity that they have. So they don't see any beauty in being black anyway. So they're not going to raise their kids to be proud to be black.
well, if that's the case for specific people that are self-hating black people. It's not the case for men or for women. It's not. That's a bit of a stretch, I'll be honest. Saying that majority of black men hate themselves as black men. Where do you get this from? Like, where does this come from where black women think black men hate themselves if they don't be with them? That doesn't make any sense. Like, come on. Like, to be fair, I understand what she's saying if someone's not raising them to be proud of being black, but shouldn't they be proud of both of their heritage? Like, why is it just one or the other? Why can't it be you're black and you're white? Be proud of both, because that's both of your heritages. So why do you have to pick and choose one or the other when you both? Like,
black, or to just call themselves black. And I honestly think one of my biggest flexes is that nobody ever knows that my dad is not black until they see him or they see his mother, and it's like, yeah, bitch, because
so having a white dad and people not noticing, that's a flex. Like, that's just weird. That's your dad. That's her own dad. And she's saying it's a flex that no one knows is white until she, like, what does that even mean? That's just weird. Like, if you want to talk about self-hating, ain't you self-hating on the half of you that's white? Like, come on, man, embrace yourself.
I'm black and I'm proud. I don't give a fuck about none of that mixed shit. It's funny how she sees the black man as self-hating, but what is she? I don't do none of this mixed shit, but you are mixed. What's the problem? Embrace your heritage. The reason why you are alive is because black people and white people before you reproduced. Why are you denying half of your family? Why are you denying 50% of your family? 50% of your DNA? Come on. You are a mixed race person. Like, look, you're a mixed race person and you're denying half of your heritage, which you're more or less complaining about black men doing, but you're an example of doing the same thing. It's just the white side. Come on. Yeah, you are a black woman. Yeah, you are a beautiful black woman, however you want to put it. But at the same time, you're also a beautiful white woman. So embrace it. That's you. Embrace it. And you know what? It's them kind of things there, them kind of situations which lead mixed race people into having no identity in society. Like, makes them feel lost, because there'll be a mixed race person who is more on the darker side, so they just look like they're not mixed. For example, like myself, you wouldn't think I'm mixed, but I got white heritage. Like, my great nan was white, so by definition I would be a mixed person. But at the same time, that's like me denying half of my family, like, or portions of my family. That doesn't make any sense. She's a mixed race person. Yeah, she's on the darker side, so everyone assumes that she's just black. But then you leave certain mixed race people in a space where they don't feel like they identify with either side. Why are we doing that? Let me get into this next video, because maybe this would highlight the situation a bit more. I think them kind of opinions form these kind of situations in society.
Mom is black and my dad is white, so I've always kind of had issues with my identity. I don't really look like anybody, and a lot of people say that's a good thing, but I don't see it as that. I've had people like grab my hair and like touch my hair on the street before and like, oh, this is different. And all my friends say like, oh, that's really cool, like you're so lucky that that happens to you, that people...
You know what? That's something that happens to black people a lot. I can remember one time, I think I went Haven with my little sisters and stuff, like with the family and that. And then yeah, we're in the arcade, and some random white lady comes up to my sister and she's like, oh, yeah, so nice. Oh, can I touch it? And you know what? In that moment, Tuesday should come across as so innocent and whatnot and rare. Yeah, like she touched my sister's hair, we was talking about it and rare. It was just an innocent interaction, but I can see how sometimes it can be a bit of a, no, what do you mean? Can you touch my hair? Like, you stupid. Like, who do you think you are to touch my hair? Like, completely understand that. Completely understand how that could make someone feel away, But I'm not that type of person to feel away about little things like that, because I understand it really and truly. But yeah, so let's carry on.
People see something different about you, but I kind of look at it negatively sometimes. There's like a societal precedent that says like everyone's a special snowflake and we should all celebrate our uniqueness and our differences, but there are times when I don't celebrate my differences and I would just kind of like to be the same as everyone else. Because then you can like look at another person and be like, oh, I kind of look like that person. Like I can do that hairstyle or I can wear that outfit.
And you see, someone like her, from my opinion, she wouldn't be fully accepted by the black side because you're like, no, you look like a little white girl. But then she might not be fully accepted by the white side because they're like, oh no, look at your hair, you're not a little white girl, like you're a black girl or whatever. So that's where we need to stop doing that because it doesn't help anyone, really and truly. She's mixed race, she's both. You get me? Like, to be fair, she looks the same complexion as my niece. So it's like, what's the problem with mixed race people, fam? They've got mixed heritage. Like, having opinions like, oh, I'm mixed, but forget one side of my family, like, that doesn't make any sense. Be proud of your heritage. Like, yeah, it's just a situation where these kind of things just promote black people against each other. It makes black men against black women, and then it makes mixed race people also feel like they have no place within their cultures because they're not from just black culture or white culture, they're from both. So I think it's time we just start embracing all our peoples really and truly. Really and truly. You know? Well, yeah.
Or I can like look this certain way. If you look different from everybody else, there's no like base point to compare yourself to, I guess. Is that?
So yeah, it's like things like that. It's one of them situations where in my opinion, it's just my point of view. If you're black, you're black. If you're white, you're white. If you're white and black, you're white and black. If you're black and Asian, you're black and Asian. If you're Asian and white, you are what you are. What's with all this denying parts of yourself? Like, come on, really, like, you're denying your own heritage, you're denying your own family. It doesn't make any sense. Like, that's where you come from. What's the problem? You know, it's just one of them ones. But we're going to this video. It's a bit of a lighter note, but I just thought, since we're on this topic.
Hi, Ayame. I'm mixed race. I'm for the people, always. I love a little white woman slander until I remember my mum. Until I remember you're talking about my mum. But like, you're not talking about my mum, you know? Like, and I promise you, you're not talking about my mum. Sometimes I'm like, ha 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 ha, white women, God, they be doing some shit. And then I remember, I might be doing some shit. Fuck! You know, it's really, it's a difficult thing to navigate, being mixed race. I promise you that.
Obviously, this one's a bit more light-hearted and whatnot, but you get what I mean? Like, it's the same kind of situation. Obviously, she's just having a little joke, but it's like, yo, you're white and you're black. Like, she's basically saying, like, oh, it's like, if we go back to the first video, the way that she was putting it is like, she's not white, but she is. But she's proud that she don't look white. Like, that's weird. You are what you are. Like, that's like the girl from the second video being proud that she's not dark skinned. Like, come on, what are we doing? You get me? Like, yeah, be proud of what you are. Don't be proud of what you're not. Like, come on. Fam, this next story is wild. I want to say wild. It's literally wild. Like, look at this. Look at this here. He's been sentenced to 475 years in prison. That's 475 years in prison. Yeah. This, you know what? So let's read what caused him to get so much years in prison. Dog fighting is one of the cruelest... Excuse me. Sorry, audience. Can you smell it? So, dog fighting is one of the cruelest crimes against animals. And the case of Vincent Lamont Burrell showed how deeply it harms both dogs and society. In 2023, Burrell, a man from Georgia, was sentenced to 475 years in prison after being found guilty of running a large of running a large dogfighting operation that involved more than 100 pit bulls kept in terrible conditions. You see, that is a sticky situation because you shouldn't be doing that to dogs. Like, come on, fam. Like, fam, that's fuckery. I'll be real, that's fuckery, fam. Like, fighting dogs. Is it pit bulls as well, fam? They're my favorite dogs, fam. Like, I remember my old dog had a red-nosed pit. Like, bro, I love those dogs, I'll be real. So this is wrong. Wrong. This is wrong. But 475 years wrong. 475 years wrong. I don't know about that. You see, and I love these dogs, but I don't know about that. But you know what it is? This picture says it all. That's it. That picture there says it all. Really and truly, from my opinion. Like, say a picture says 1,000 words. It says 475 years. That's what it says. Well, okay, then let's get a bit more into the story. Police found dogs chained, starving, and injured with equipment used for fighting and training. Investigators said animals were placed close together to make them angry but unable to escape. The site was filled with bait, animals, treadmills, medical kits, proving this was an organized and long-running operation. Why this case matters. Extreme cruelty. The dogs were malnourished, neglected, and living in unsafe spaces. Organized crime. Evidence showed a breeding and fighting network for profit. Historic sentence. The 475-year punishment sets a new standard for animal protection laws. This case reminds us that cruelty to animals is not only illegal but deeply inhumane. Justice for them is justice for all. Okay, and then that's all the sources. Like, I understand it because, it's wrong. That is wrong. Like, that's fucked up, to be real. But 475 years. Grapers get less years. Offenders get less years, like, on kids and that. You get me? So, 475 years for dogs. So we'll get 475 years for dogs. But then, an offender wouldn't get life for touching a kid. Like, come on. Let's get into some of these comments. Fuck's sake. Let's get into some of these comments. So, good, that's where he belongs. Yeah, I would say it's where he belongs, but I wouldn't say 475 years. Seems a bit extreme. The dog should visit him on the outside. In dog years. In dog years. Justice have been served. So yeah, it says about pit bulls. Pit bulls got a reputation for being dangerous, but it's situations like this that lead them to have that reputation. So yeah, he is ruining their reputation and making the stigma worse. Like, making the stigma worse. But at the same time, 475 years, that just seems wild. Free the innocent. And what about chomos and grapers? Why don't they get these harsh sentences? Exactly what I was saying earlier. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? You know what I skipped over? I don't agree with animal cruelty, and I don't agree with this sentence. This is another case of animal life over humans. Killers and essay, and get away with less time. That's a problem. Now that is the problem. Donnie. His peak, innit? Like, he's getting made an example of for these 100 dogs. And I get it, but 475 years, it seems like overkill. Like, it seems like, you know what? I've got a perfect video for this. That sentence is giving this video's energy.
You are hereby sentenced to 462 years in the custody of
462? You couldn't just say forever, Your Honor.
You know, you could just say forever, because what's this 400 years business? Like, fam, but that's America for you, innit? They always got them wild sentences like that. So, I'm not surprised. But then, I kind of am surprised. But then, I'm not surprised again. So, it's just one of them ones, like, long day for my man, innit? But yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, and since we're on the topic of race and stuff like that, I thought this would be a funny video to watch. To say, my opinion on this, probably a bit controversial, but at the same time, this is my opinion. Everyone has their right to their own opinion. If you feel a different way about it, you feel a different way about it. But me, it is what it is. So yeah, let's watch this video.
If you're black, do not come to Hawaii unless you have a strong soul and you like hearing non-black people say the N-word in every sentence like it's their favorite word. You're fine with them beating you up if you say something about it.
Fam, she said, don't come here unless you come with man saying the N-word, or they'll try to beat you up if they try to draw them out. To be fair, I don't really care about it like that. As long as man ain't saying it to me in enough, like, if you're trying to be offensive, that's a different thing. If Donny's just singing the song, or it's just, that's how he talks with his friends, I don't really care, I'll be honest. Like, it doesn't hurt me. I'll be real. You know, I feel like we need to kind of not get rid of the word, but kind of get rid of it, cause I hate the way in situations it's like, oh, they say that, and it's like, sick him, go get him, get it. Go, sick him, boy, sick him, go on, get him. You know, like, I ain't on that. Like, you can't just say one word and make me crash out. I'll be real. You know? So, to me, that's why I don't like it personally. Like, I'll say it and whatever. Like, that's why I don't like the attachment to it of sick him, boy, sick him. You know? So, I wouldn't really care. But, say it to the wrong person and they'll try to crash you in Hawaii, you know? Like, and it will be the Hawaiians against, like, black people. But I'm not gonna get into that one, but it would be a bit wild, innit?
Don't ask how I know this, just beware. Heed my warnings. Every sentence, they say it. Everyone. And everyone is not black. If you're black,
Are Hawaiians black? I don't know. I know they're not white. What are they? They are... Would you class them as Asian? I'm not sure. Like, I know the part of America, but like, say the natives, what classification are they? Like, do you get what I mean? I'm not too sure. I know it's like, yeah, I guess it would be like Pacific Islander, innit? You get me? But what does that fall under? Asian? Is it its own separate category? Like, I'm not too sure, but it seems like they're a bit closer to, say, other races saying it. But at the same time, I don't really care about the word, to be fair. If you want to say it, in my opinion, just don't say it in a way where you're trying to offend people. Then it's calm. For me, it's not for other people, so be wary of that, because you might get crashed. That's on you. I'm not endorsing people to say it I'm just saying my opinion about the situation. So not everyone feels the same way about me. Like yeah, not everyone feels the same way as me, to be honest. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind, because you would get crashed. Talking about crashings. Hey fam, I can't lie. When I first come across this story, I was like, what in the mental health is going on? Like, seriously. I don't. Let me just get into this story then, because this one's a bit personal, if you want to say that. This one's a bit close to home. So, this is what we got here. TikTok star who lied about having cancer tearfully apologizes in emotional video. I was lost. British influencer Brittany Miller broke down discussing her false 2017 claims in a video posted Monday, November 10th. So this is a whole, 8 years ago? A whole 8 years ago? Fam. It's funny because it's 8 years ago. She lied about having cancer. 8 years ago, I was going through it. So if this would have been back then, this probably would have made me mad. But you know what? Let's just read the story and see how it makes me feel today, being someone who went through it. British influencer Brittany. Okay, then no, that's just so. An influencer from the UK has apologized for lying about having cancer back in 2017. Brittany Miller, 29, who also has 3.5 million followers on TikTok. See, that's where you're going left, because you did scammy shit back in the day, like on social media, and now you got a big following thinking people are gonna forget. Doesn't add up. Does not add up at all. Who also has 3.5 million followers on TikTok. See, that's where you're going left, because you did scammy shit back in the day, like on social media, and now you got a big following thinking people are gonna forget. Doesn't add up. Does not add up at all. Fought back tears in a clip shared on the social media site on Monday, November 10th, as she revealed her truth, after it was reported that she'd previously said she'd been diagnosed with the disease. While speaking in a recent video, her mother... Why can I not read today? While speaking in a recent video, the mother of two, who regularly posts about her love of British comfort food, including fish and chips and Sunday roast dinners. Can't lie, you can't go wrong with a good Sunday roast. You know? That's that white heritage coming back into play, but let's carry on. Insisted that she had bad mental health when she made up the diagnosis, and now deeply regrets it. You know what I got to say to that? What kind of attention seeking fuckery is that? Like, because you know what? I've been in them situations, I've not been in them situations, but I've known of people that fake a pregnancy or fake a this or a that to just get a bit of attention. So, you know, like, it's not really new territory for me, but it's a thing where, like, you can't just try wipe it away with mental health. Like, you're moving crazy. At least acknowledge, like, yo, I was wrong. No, or I had bad mental health. Like, come on, fam. Everyone's got bad mental health. What are you on about? It's cost of living. What are you on about? It's 2025. So you can't just put it down to bad mental health. Like, oh, yeah, she got an apology video. So, yeah, let's watch this video.
Okay, so I never wanted to talk about this time in my life because it was a very difficult time for me. but I owe it to my followers and people that support me to tell you my truth.
My truth. She would have just been better off starting the video like, yo guys, I know I fucked up. What's all this? You know what? I didn't want to talk about it, but I needed to tell it to my supporters. But fam, a lot of waterworks, man. Like, you're not sorry about the situation. You're sorry about the backlash. So, allow all this emotional shit, because you wasn't emotional when you were making these false claims. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, maybe you was actually, I don't know, but you get the gist of what I'm saying.
I also want to put a stop to the people that are twisting and exaggerating what actually happened. So I'm just going to go from the beginning. So back in 2017, I had extremely bad mental health. And at the time,
Fam, you know what it is? I would have preferred it if this was off the dome. Like, if she was just like going with the flow. Did you see the little eye glance? Let me read. Look.
in the beginning. So back in 2017, I had extremely bad mental health.
You see that?
And at the time, I did.
That was this. Back in 2017, mental health. Like, she had to stop to read something and carry on. Like, come on. At least go off the dome, make it authentic. Why write it down and all these waterworks and all of that? Just do it from the heart if you really feel sorry about it. You know. Let's carry on. We're only 30 seconds in. Fuck's sake.
I didn't realise how bad. But it was bad. I was depressed, I was suicidal, I was lost, I was confused. I lost my partner, I lost my job. And there was lots of things in that year that led me to be mentally ill. I said something to someone within my immediate circle in confidence. One stupid sentence that I deeply regret. I said I had an illness.
I said I had an illness. Just address the allegations. Like, why you have to... I said I had... You said you had cancer, fam. Like, why are you sugarcoating it? Well, let's continue.
Which was cancer.
Oh, she said it. Huh? She said it.
I didn't do this for malicious intent or to scam people. I did this out of desperation. I did it to keep the people close to me, to keep the people in my life close to me.
You know why it makes less sense? Because it's to keep the people closer to her, or whatever she said. Aren't they gonna notice when you're not going to the hospital? Like, what did you think would happen when they found out you're a dirty lying bastard? What would you have done when they found out you're a dirty lying bastard? Like, you want to get them closer to you, yeah? So you show them that you're a dirty lying bastard. It doesn't make any sense. But let's continue.
Condone it. I don't condone it. I understand why I did it.
Well, I don't.
And I've learned from my mistakes.
Have you really though?
This was not a long-running scam or a manipulative story like it's been made out to be. The people that I told then told a couple of others, and there was a fundraising page made on behalf of me, which I knew about.
Okay, but so you knew about it. Fair enough. What I want to know was, what was the fundraising for? Like, what was it for? Was it just to give you money? Was it to raise money for treatment? Like, what was the premise of the fundraiser? That's what I want to know, because it's not just, oh, someone in the area's got cancer, let's donate money to their pocket. Like, I don't know, does it? I don't think it works like that. It didn't work like that for me anyway. So, you know, and this is around the same time. So I don't think there would have been a cultural shift, but maybe, you know. But if it was for something like we need to raise awareness, or we need more research, or something, we need this treatment that's in the UK, it's in it. Just like, what is the GoFundMe for? Anyway, I understand there's certain situations where there should be, but in this situation where you just, I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's carry on.
And as soon as I saw there was donations, there was 2 donations, I had the page immediately shut down and I didn't take a penny from it. I've grown from this.
Next paragraph. So it's like, this kind of, she kind of structured it decent though, like, in terms of like a piece of writing. Like, she had the main body bit, the few acknowledgements, then she had the next bit where it's like, oh, this is the point of view, this is my mental health, this is the I don't condone it, no. And then now it's come to the, but now I've grown. It's like beginning, middle, end. It's structured. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I
well, we're only
am.
halfway. We still at the beginning. Oh, it's 5 minutes. She really dragged this out, innit? Does she really have that much to say? I guess so, because she has to speak for her actions, innit?
Working on being the best version of myself.
That's what we're all doing, love. Well, hopefully.
It took me a long time to understand why I did it.
That's what I want to know. Why did you do it?
And I forgive myself.
Fam, you haven't even gave the other people a chance to forgive you. What are you on about forgive? You can't forgive yourself in the apology. Like, come.
I was mentally
How?
ill.
She's got me fucking mashing up the keyboard, fam. How are you forgiving yourself in your own apology? That doesn't make any. Love, you're writing shit. You writ this shit. Why do you need to forgive yourself? You're apologizing to public and you're forgiving yourself. It doesn't make sense. It's contradictory statements.
Mentally ill. Because I was mentally ill. And I am so deeply sorry to anyone.
So, 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure that's the first time I heard her say sorry. Ain't this an apology video? 2 minutes and 39 seconds in is the first time she says sorry. You was better off doing a 30-second video like, yo, look, back in the day, I made some shit decisions. Yeah, I regret them. I'm sorry about them. You know, we all did stuff that we wouldn't do today when we was younger. Doing all of this, forgiving yourself in the own, fam.
I've upset or triggered from saying I've upset or to anyone. I've upset or triggered from saying what I said.
Upset or triggered? How about causing someone to be offended that you would lie about, say, their situation or someone who they love situation for attention? You know, because it's not a joke. People really go through things, but you're claiming them things for attention. It's not that, okay, yeah, you are upsetting people. It's not that they're being triggered. Being triggered is yo, you bald, you got no hair, or triggered. Like, you know what I mean? It's something irrational that you shouldn't really be triggered about. You get what I'm trying to say? Where's the apology for offending people, for using a situation to gain attention? But let's see what she's got to say. Still got another 3 minutes. Can make up for it in the second half.
If upset or triggered from saying what I said. I wasn't on social media at the time. This was years before I was even on social media. I didn't do this for likes or followers. And I know how horrible this disease is. And I know how much it affects people. So for that, I am so sorry. I admitted what I did. And I said sorry to the people that I hurt. After it all happened, a year later, I moved away from my hometown because I wanted to work on myself. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be mentally well again. I wanted to surround myself with people that were gonna help me. And I got a job with a fundraising company.
Fam. So, she went from fake GoFundMe for cancer to working at a fundraising company. Hey, fam, that is ironic to say the least. That is hilarious. That is actually hilarious. Like, her arc into becoming a TikToker, hilarious. Backstory and that, funny.
I was able to work for charities, and me and Ash fundraised together for a short period of time. I wasn't good at it at all.
Fam, I was gonna make a joke there, but let me know.
But Ash helped me so much. Him and his family helped me so much, and I'll forever be grateful. He was my light at the end of the tunnel. He helped me be well again. He helped me forgive myself. And although I am so emotional when I talk about this, I am mentally well again. And I'm so proud of where I've come, from being in that dark place to now. And I'm here because I want to be an advocate for mental health. I want to help people because I know what it's like to be in a dark place.
Everyone always wants to help people with mental health when they get caught out for something and then they want to claim mental health in it. You should have just been helping people from the get-go if that's how you really felt, but it's always a situation that's to happen and you're not fair enough, but you know.
And I want to help people. And I also just want to say a massive thank you to all the people out there that support me and still follow me. When you didn't know my truth, you still believed in me. If I could go back and change what I did, I would do it in a heartbeat. It was one stupid sentence that I said almost a decade ago.
I don't know. Do we believe the story? Maybe. It sounds possible because I know it could happen like that, but for it to get so far off one sentence, I think she's diluting it a bit. Like, maybe it was say a week of ongoing things. She faked this and that, and then it turned into something bigger than she could handle. Maybe that's true. I don't know if it's just a one sentence bit. Like, that's like me saying to one person like, yo, I got cancer, and they just go, yeah, I'll say nothing, and then go tell someone else, and then go tell someone else, and then GoFundMe gets set up. Like, that doesn't seem like, from my perspective, that doesn't seem like the most likely situation for that to be the outcome. It's more like having a continued conversation with someone and being like, yo, da 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 da, basically saying, yeah, I'm in the situation and da da da, and then it escalates. But if that's what she's saying the story is, that's what she's saying the story is.
And I've learned so much from it. And I'm so, so grateful for you all. And I really, really love you so, so much. So thank you.
So what do I think about this whole situation? Well, first, the apology was shit. I'll be real. The apology was shit. Second, you was wrong to do that. You acknowledge that, but yeah, we're just stating you was wrong to do that. Now, third, do you think we should hold it over her head 8 years later? Especially being someone who went through the situation she lied about? Not really. Not really. Like, we all do dumb shit when we're young, in the past, whatever. Like, you know what, at least she acknowledged it. She's apologized. She's saying at the time she apologized, whatever. I just don't. I think her story is bullshit. To be fair, I think the story is bullshit. But do you think that she's an evil person or someone that deserves to lose a following or whatever? Not really. She was just a little attention seeking, little whatever you want to call her. You know, like. But at the same time, it's not the worst thing in the world, innit? Really and truly. She didn't harm someone with it. She just caused offense more than anything. And yeah, she's saying that she had to go for me. She's saying that she didn't profit off it. If that's true, then she didn't do too much damage, to be fair. She said that she worked for fundraisers. She tried to give back or something. Maybe. She weren't good at it, so maybe not. But yeah, I think it's just one of them things where people do dumb shit when they're young. I don't know how old she is. Wait, how old did she say that she was? It's her age. 29. So 8, she was 21. So yeah. You all do dumb shit when we're 21, innit? I know I did a bag of dumb shit when I was 21, so it's one of them situations where, do I think we should hold it over her? Not really. Was it a dumb thing to do? Yeah. Should she apologize? Yeah. Should we hate her for it? Not really. So take from that whatever you want. But as someone who went through that situation myself, I don't have no feelings towards her, to be fair. So I don't know if you feel justified in having feelings towards her. Maybe your situation is different from mine, but it's just one of them situations where we all do dumb shit when we're young, so one of them ones. So yo, if you like that one, stay locked in. There's more on the way. Trying to do is a video every day. For now, at least 3 videos a week. I think that's decent. One, I'm still learning the ropes and whatnot. So yeah, 3 videos a week at least. I'm gonna make sure that I can't fall off. Don't let me fall off. I won't let myself fall off anyway, but